High school football teams across the state are scheduled to return to practice later this month, but many school officials are suggesting they push that back. The Sports Brothers, Joe Kepner and Christian Brewery, give their thoughts on how teams should return to competition.
If you love those high school football highlights in the fall, maybe you'll love them in the spring too.
Yeah, that's what Michigan's looking at. It was also something that was thrown out during an FHSAA Fall Sports Task Force meeting this morning. But it appears what they want to do right now, not delay it that far, maybe just delay it a couple of weeks, but we're still waiting on a final decision.
Right. They talked about a lot of different plans that they could do for high school sports in the fall, not just football. But one thing that seems clear is there will be some kind of delay. Right now, one of the plans is that the earliest they could start practices is August 10th. They were scheduled to begin in just 26 days.
Now, I don't know everything about the coronavirus, but I do know one thing. It doesn't care about your plans. It doesn't care about your schedules. That's why I liked one of the more patient approaches that was proposed. Say that 5 times fast. But this one coach threw out the idea of reopening schools, then waiting 2 weeks before we get back to sports and get back to practices, because if we have an outbreak, we probably don't want our young kids out there slamming into each other on the football field.
Right, and it seems like, how do you discuss what football looks like when we still don't even know what school is going to actually look like? And one thing that we do know for sure is, unlike pro and even college sports, money should not be a factor in any of this. If somebody talks about that in a meeting, they should throw them out the door immediately. The health of the athletes, the safety of the coaches, the officials, and everybody else should be the only motivating factor in all of this. And for that reason, there should be no rush to get back to sports.
I do know, though, that the coaches and the players, they want to get back out there. This is what they do, and they're frustrated because we still don't have a decision, and there aren't really a ton of answers out there. I did speak to one coach who said he understands it's not the fault of anyone's because it's the coronavirus's fault, and you can't blame any specific person with that, but they do want to get back to practice. They want to be out there with their friends. They want to be competing, and right now, unfortunately, we know that's probably going to be delayed.
And then the one other plan that's been tossed around real quick is maybe letting each school district dictate their own schedules. And I have no idea how you do that because the school districts play against each other. And you talk to the coaches, they'll tell you scheduling for even high school football is already a nightmare. Can't imagine what they would do there. And how would you get to the playoffs and the championship events? Logistically, none of that would make sense anymore. Back to you.